Hi everyone, it's Dia with Eat, Run, Plan, Repeat. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Hobonichi Cousin flip through. Like I mentioned in the last video, I'm going to go ahead and do a flip through of the rest of my planner for 2020, and today's flip through is of April. As you can see, not much going on in April. Almost all of our events were canceled, so we didn't do much. When my son came home from college, his girlfriend also went home and they hadn't seen each other for a few weeks, so she came out to visit. It looks like we had a family portrait session here. I think my husband did that one. Here in San Diego, we have what's called, I think it's red tide or blue tide, but what it is bioluminescence in the ocean, and the ocean turns blue when the waves crash. It is absolutely beautiful, and we missed it a couple years in a row here. So we heard that it was happening at the beach, so we snuck down to the beach because this is when things first started to kind of lock down. We were allowed to go to the beach, locals were, but we had to keep walking. So we went down there and took some gorgeous pictures of the ocean. We couldn't set up our cameras and take any professional pictures, but my daughter's camera managed to capture it, and it was just really nice to get out of the house and do something a little bit fun. My wonderful husband, since we are photographers and we're self-employed and we mainly shoot weddings, when everything came to a halt, he went out and got a job to help support us. And then right here on the 27th was the last portrait I did. It was for a senior who graduated from college and her graduation was canceled and everything, and she was going to be moving out of state. So one of the campuses down here let us use their campus, so we went on and took a few pictures of her in her cap and gown before she left. And that was pretty much the last session that I did before we really started to kind of quarantine and things started to lock down more. The only decorating that I did in this planner is this little bunny and these flowers that I printed on the foam memo printer, and they're just some of the doodles that I did during one of my doodle a day projects. I do want to mention that with the foam memo printer, it seems like when you print on the clear sticker paper, this print lasts a lot longer than on the white sticker paper. I also had some flower sticker paper and they're already starting to kind of fade and rub off, but these ones seem to be doing really well still. While I love my Hobonichis because they are very well made, I noticed that this one started to split right here. This is the only place where it started to split. I don't know if maybe I pushed down too hard on this page one time when I was writing, but none of my other Hobonichis have done this, and that kind of surprised me. Okay, next are my weekly pages. Let's skip to those. And I'll just start right here. I might have covered this in the last video because it had a few days come over into it. I'm still just doing my regular tracking, my Instagram and YouTube, revenue, dinners that we had for the week. At this time, I was writing in my daughter's stuff in pink. I mentioned the last time that I really like that I did that. I stopped doing it and I'm not sure why, but I think I'm going to start again. I was using a lot of the Coffee Monster Co. stickers, and people always ask me if I ever mess up in my printers. Yes, I mess up all the time. Normally I'll use whiteout, and whiteout works really well in the Hobonichi. You almost can't even see it, especially once you write over it. But a mistake like this that's kind of bigger, I meant to write in planners and I put panners, so I just drew in a tiny little L right here. Using this actually helps me kind of get over my OCD. So yeah, I make mistakes and I don't always fix them. Here is the next week. Looks like the same thing, except I have a couple of stickers that I made in here. Coffee Monster Co. had made these stickers that were free to print out and cut yourself. They're her little characters shopping with grocery bags and wearing masks. Same thing here. I have little mess ups like this too. I don't know what happened here. I have a habit of touching my writing too soon sometimes and it smears. This looks like the week where I kind of started to change things. I was still tracking my social media on the side, but it looks like right here I stopped tracking revenue and I started to track photo a day, which obviously I failed at. It looks like I did it for one day. Another big smear in my planner right here. It really has taught me to just kind of go with it, and when I flip back through these pages, I love them, mistakes and all. Oh, I started a COVID journal too, which was a lot of fun, but I didn't keep up with it. And this is the last week. It looks like I stopped tracking anything right here and just stuck another one of the stickers that I doodled a while back. And it's funny, it looks like we started to watch a lot of TV at the end of the night because we didn't have much going on at this time. So those are my weeks. Let's hop on over to my daily pages to see if anything changed. Okay, let me look at compared to last time. This was the last few days that I did from March. And let's see, it looks like I kind of divided it again the same way, but over here I started to do another little journal entry. I had my home to-do list, my business to-do list, and my planner to-do list right here. Same thing. I think these were just little brief thoughts that I was writing in. I don't know what pen I started using, but it started to bleed through down here at the bottom. On the 10th, I remember this day, us cheer moms were all pretty close and we would get together before games and before anything that was going on with the girls, and we hadn't seen each other, and we had a happy hour over Zoom for the first time. I wrote right here, I didn't even notice it was Easter. It doesn't look like much else is going on, just writing in a little. I have more of a to-do list for my home stuff than my work stuff. And I think this is when we started going for a family walk in the afternoon with both of my kids. My son is 20 and my daughter is 17, and we started making them go for a 3-mile walk with us every day just to get out of the house because it seemed like they weren't going anywhere or doing anything. Their cars literally sat there for a month straight. My husband started working at Pavilions. And that's it. Pretty boring. I really didn't do much during this time, but again, it's nice to look back and see how I used my planner, especially during a time in my life when not much was really going on. I still found ways to use it and ways to enjoy using it. I appreciate it if you stuck around through the whole video. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to be notified whenever I post a new video, make sure you hit that notification bell. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I can't help but feeling just loving